Hey everyone, so Roman Light here. I'm going to wait for a few people to join. So today is a very exciting time. First Facebook Live Global, gonna call it. So please, when you pop up, please say hello, put a thumbs up, a heart, whatever, so I can know that you're here. So I can see a few people coming. Francis is here, Pat is here, hello brother. April, good to see you, April. Good to see you too. So today is a special day. We have Will with us. We have Francis from UK. We have. Please put your country, please. When you write the comments, please put your country so I can show, because this is a global event. So it's the first time that we're going to have people. I'm going to do my best to bring people from all over the world and to share their message with all of us. So we have Susie. I'm well, Susie. Thank you. Lawrence. Hello, bonjour. We have Jill. Good to see you, Jill. Hey, Ka. Hey, Ka. Please put your country so I can say, I think Pat is from Belgium, I think. Jill is in France, but she's American. We have Thor from Norway. We have Norway with us. We have Rhonda from Canada. Here we go. April from Canada. Cool. We have Lawrence from Netherlands. We have Jen from Australia. We have Carol. Morning. How's the fireman? So the fireman is in a coma. The fireman is in a coma with 3 kids. Has been shot in the back. This is a big event. This is something big, and we're going to talk about it. We have Poland with us. Luke. Hi, Luke. Hi, Karen from UK. Patricio. Hello, Patricio from Portugal. Yeah, good to see you. Salute from. Thank you for doing. Thank you, bro. Kav from France. From Canada. Carol. Support from the UK. Jarko from Finland. Jill, California, Ivan from UK, Linda from USA. All right, so it's gonna be a pretty interesting event today. So bear with me, guys. We're gonna have some amazing news. We have Teija from Finland, Fabienne from the USA, Puerto Rico. Here we go. Hi, Lydia. So how's Chris the boxer? So we're going to give a little bit of update about France today, but it's going to be more focused today on allowing others to speak. Thank you all for all what you gave me, guys, but I can't bear all that by myself. So it's all about now you. It's all about sharing your experience and inspire others. Okay, so I had a few questions here. So we have Christophe. So Christophe is the boxer who he's an ex-boxer who boxed a cop, and he's been arrested and he's been judged straight away. And I think now they're waiting to put him in jail, basically. So just to summarize the situation, so he was in a protest, I think 2 weekends ago. And he saw a lady who's been put on the ground and she was starting to get kicked by a cop. And he took that cop, pushed him on the back and starting to kick him. And we have all that on the camera. And then we saw him a little bit later, something like 5 or 10 minutes later, boxing a cop because he was really upset about what he saw, seeing the cops beating up a woman on the floor. And this image has been used by the media to say, look how the Yellow Vests are violent people, and they arrested him, and they're now they judged him very quickly. They're trying to make an example, so they took him as an example, and they put him in jail straight away. So the population is really upset because we see every day. I think now, so the numbers are getting around 82 people has been badly injured. So in the 82, 60 people has been shot in the head with plastic bullets. So I'm just going to give you a few examples. So plastic bullets are long like this, and they are now shot at 300 kilometers an hour. So we had a few people who lost an eye, who had exploded nose, broken jaw. We even I posted videos showing a kid who just did a shopping last weekend, get out of a shop, and receive a bullet, and the bullet did a hole in his jaw. So now he has a hole like this in his jaw, and it was filmed by the camera, and it was really shocking because this wasn't you couldn't say that he was an evil protester because he was wearing normal clothes and has his shopping thing. So they were like, "Whoa!" So what the hell is going on in France? Like, what the fuck the cops are doing? They're shooting like they I don't know if they feel like they are on calling duty or whatever. Like they basically starting to get completely out of control, throwing bombs at people and doing that nasty things. So like it's starting to get a bit stressful here. Like the amount of arrested people are getting really high. I think we got something like 200 people who has been put in jail, and they didn't really get a proper trial. Like the people who has been arrested obviously have been arrested for an example where like cops who killed a man, like for example we had a cops who killed a man 3 years ago who just has been now condemned by the judge. So justice takes 3 years for cops, and it takes 1 week for yellow vest. So people can starting to see how crazy things are starting to happen here. Before moving forward, I would like all of you to, so for the Speaks people who would like to speak today, can you please send me a request? So send a request to become Speaks people, and I'm going to bring them slowly during that conversation. It's going to be 10 minutes max for each individuals to spread their message about their country, but can you please ask to come on the broadcast, okay? And I will bring you on. So that's what happened with Christophe. And recently, last weekend in Bordeaux, we had a video showing a man walking in the street. So suddenly we saw the cops coming, and we see them shooting and sending bomb at him. And then we saw the man on the floor. And now we just had this morning the full video showing actually what happened with the cops. And we actually saw them coming and sending the bomb and shooting. And then we hear someone saying, "Oh, guys, what have you done? Like, oh, you fucked up." We hear something like saying, "Oh, you fucked up." The man is on the floor. And the scene takes something like 2 minutes where the cops are here saying, "All right, what do we do? No one saw us, so like we should leave. You should collect the, I don't know how you say it in English. We should collect the bullet, the bullet protection or whatever. I don't know how you say it in English. Like, so they're trying to hide the fact that they were there. And it stays for 2 minutes, and none of those guys has the idea to go and see the man. Like it's shocking. We see them running around, being like, "Oh, what have we done? No one sees us. We should collect all the proof." And slowly, like no one is really trying to like say, "Guys, there's non-assistance to endangered person. Maybe we should go and see what's happening." And unfortunately, this guy now is in a coma, and we just happen to know that this guy is a fireman. And he's a dad of 3 kids, and it's I think it's going to be something big because like this is going too far away. Like I think the people don't realize what's happening, but it's something big. Hello, brother. So I'd like to introduce Lee from Canada. Can you tell us a little bit who you are?
Hey everyone, I'm Will Lehman. I'm currently down in Bear River, Nova Scotia. An ambassador for the RIC Alliance here in Canada. Been an activist for about 10 years, taking the bankers and pharmaceutical industry and whatnot to task. And I'm here with all of you now trying to, I won't say trying to unite Canada. We've actually just about there, I think now. So
Beautiful. So like we just have 10 minutes. So I'm just going to look at the time. Okay, so can you just explain us a little bit? So what brought you to the Yellow Vest, and what difficulty did you face in Canada so far?
my involvement in Yellow Vest came in the first 3 or 4 days that it came into Canada. We had a large page here that was corrupted by a far right extremist, or whatever you want to use the label. And a lot of his staff I was helping to train and had issues with him. We ended up leaving there, splintering into provincial groups and whatnot, and eventually we all came together to form the Yellow Vest RIC Alliance. That's what we're doing now, and working now with all of the pipeline and different agenda Yellow Vest groups to unite under the RIC message.
So how is the RIC message is perceived on the ground? Like what the people think about the RIC message so far?
Well, here in Canada, we've been facing a lot of challenges as per personal grandstanding, profiteering, one thing or another, and people just honestly at different levels of knowledge and awakening. So people just generally, most of them honorable, doing the best thing that they think in the best direction that they think was to go in. And now we're all starting to see now that everything's calmed down and we're starting to see the way forward is together and all the messages can get dealt with together. We're all trying to get to the finish line in the same place. So right now we have it's a conservative number here in Canada, and it was a rush thing for my partners on my team to have a look at last night. But we put it roughly at 68 groups and about 164,000 members in Canada so far. We
Woohoo!
haven't started doing anything like door to door. We just secured a website last night for our branch of the movement. Um, so most of the stuff has been relationship building and social media building, content creation, etc. So now we're at the point that we're unifying, and the way that we've built has been slow, and we've had a lot more challenges than a lot of the other nations in coming on board with the international message. But the way I feel that the way it has structured itself and the way it's happened has made us even stronger, and we've actually managed to accomplish so much more in the background. So when the weather starts getting warmer over here in the spring and the summer, we're going to be like absolutely bulletproof when it comes to the rallies. And
Yeah,
I'm very sad to hear.
thank you for that. Like it's important that people realize that the revolution will not happen like this. It's a process, and there's different stages in the evolution. So right now, it's the like the when it moved in France, a lot of people were shocked, and a lot of people are asking me, how do you guys do to move people? And they didn't see everything that happened before, prior to the revolution that is happening here. They didn't see the people who are starting to really complain, and it was actually quite quiet in France for 6 months. I was actually really wondering what's going on. Like they were removing and doing wrong things and wrong things and wrong things, and suddenly it just exploded. So we don't revolution doesn't happen this way. The way it's happening in Canada is actually showing a different path, which is that the people are slowly starting to get into the track. You know, it's a slow motor, but it's getting momentum and getting momentum and getting momentum. And now, did I hear you well? You have 160,000 people in one country who are starting to connect and starting to spread that message of the referendum initiated by the citizen. Is it right?
Yeah, you see, we already all know what the elites and the bankers and media, that's all controlled. People have become distrustful of each other. In the society that we used to have, people used to walk out their door every morning. Hi, Bob. Hey, Will. Hey, George. Can I help you fix your shed on Tuesday? The distrust is high now. So that's one of the major hurdles that we're getting. So we're actually starting to launch a campaign over here that people are going door to door. Hi, I live next door. I know we haven't talked, but there's something really drastic going on, and I feel that it's time we started all communicating again like our parents used to do, that type of thing, having barbecues, rallies. Our truckers are already doing convoys from every part of the country, meeting in the middle of Ottawa, carrying all the message and whatnot. I just want to say something really quick to everybody watching there, because this is very important, and it doesn't matter what your personal agenda is, what your personal beliefs are. Right now, we have 105 people watching us. If every single person shares this right now on their timeline, that number, I own a social media management company, should go up to 500 within 10 minutes. If you don't share this after we're finished in your groups and what have you, all we want to do is get past the mainstream horseshit narrative that this is something that it's not, and get people researching it and understanding what's at play and what's really going on.
Yeah,
So
you're
with
right.
that,
Like
I'll
every
pass it
people right
back
now
to you.
should share it on their page and share it on groups. And it's just a button. You press share, you put it on groups, on Facebook groups and everything. Like we should have 500, 1,000 people watching us right now. This number should be much, much higher. So we are doing our best. But if you guys cannot press a button and press share, like it actually tells us that you don't care. Like you just like they're consuming information and you're writing a post and you don't participate. The whole idea is about participating. And I thank you so much, bro, for your message, because indeed in France, what made the huge difference is that people stopped watching their phone and just start to get out. That's how it started. People starting to go to the roundabout, starting to go to tolls, starting to connect. They're having barbecues and chatting, and some people brought cards and they're starting to play cards and music and dancing. And everyone was just like, why we didn't do that before? What blocked us to do that? Why we're not able to just like connect as human beings? Oh, because we're too busy, because we had the TV, because we had like that programmation that we need to be scared of each other. And this is what the RIC is about. The RIC is about reconnecting as a society as well. Can you give us some more example, please, Will?
I just wanted to make an example of a story from World War. Oh, forgive me. I've been multitasking like crazy, brains fried. World War I or World War II. Yesteryear, our parents, some of us are their grandparents, in the scenario that I was just talking about, where they used to go and talk to their neighbors and stuff all the time, there was a love and a devotion to community and a trust. But even amongst our enemies on that battleground on that day at Christmas, the Germans and the British, or the Americans, I can't remember, sorry, laid down their arms and they met up in the middle and had Christmas rations and stuff together. Now, if two enemies in a world war can do that, and we can't in our communities now, what does that say about the mental manipulation, societal engineering that has taken place? You really have to get through the concept and the denial that this is taking place, because there's a long-standing agenda to divide humanity against itself so others can profit. And now this is what we're seeing, and this, the Yellow Vest movement and the RIC Alliance is the symptom of that disease. It's the cure. That we're not out here doing this for fun. We're not out there doing this to make money. We're not out here for any other reason. And some of us are fucking scared. Call it the way it is. I'm not some brave soldier, right? I'm scared I'm going to get discredited. I'm scared I'm going to get my kid taken away. The fear is there, and we're out here doing this. And just as I'm saying that, we're at 102 people watching. 102,
Thank you,
right?
thank you for
Saying.
sharing some vulnerability as well. Like a lot of people think that we are abnormal or extraordinary. We're not. We are feeling the same fear. We are feeling the same doubt. We just refuse to feed them. That's it. That's the big difference. We just refuse to let those fear taking over our actions. And this is the only difference between brave and cowards. Like cowards and brave feel the same fear. The cowards would just let the fear take over. The brave would just transcend it. That's the only difference. So
that's where we are. If you're at school on the playground, everybody went through this, or was. I happen to be both, which is why I can't stand bullies. Every day the bully comes up, he kicks you in the crotch and takes your milk money, right? At some point, I was one of those, you're going to fight back, or you're going to recoil into the fetal position and give your power away for the rest of your life. What do you want to be? Because in this scenario, it's not only you that's getting your milk money taken because you don't stand up. It's everyone. And it's not only everyone, it's everyone's children in the future. So if you look at the freedom that our great grandparents had, when they tried this United Nations horseshit before, it was called the League of Nations, and they shut that down. And they try to dumb us down and distract us and mediatize us and divide us so they could try this again. It's not the first time, and it will not be the last time that they try this. But we are seeming, at the moment at least, to be less inept to kicking them out. And if we don't, what our grandparents had for freedom versus whatever this is that we have now, because it's not. A wise man once said, that no nation is more hopelessly enslaved than when it believes itself to be free. And what you have when you are free for too long, you get comfortable, you get spoiled, and then you don't see it coming. Well, it's here. It's here now. So
thank you,
stand up.
brother.
You don't have to fight.
It's time now to bring someone else on that chat. Thank you very much. Can you just give one last time the name of your Canadian group and how people can get in touch with you?
You can. It's actually called something that's different there. I can put it in the chat, but it's Yellow Vest Rick Alliance.
Okay, guys, Yellow Vest Rick Alliance with a big big Canadian flag on it, and we're going to put the link on the Facebook main group, Referendum Initiated by the Citizen. And there's already a post with all the different names of the groups that we starting to all represent as individuals, as members of that alliance, global alliance that wants to provide referendum initiated by the citizen for the world. So guys, bear with us. Thank you very much, Will. And have a great day.
Roman, I only have about 300 spots left, but people can send me a friend request as well if they want. Okay, but please don't message me all the time. I'm very busy.
No worries, brother. Have a great day, and thank you so much for what you're doing. Next week, or we're gonna try to do those events every week to keep an update of the world. Every week it would be nice to have a new face. So maybe next week it's going to be someone else from the RIC Alliance from Canada, and you guys are dealing with that. But please, if you're living in Canada, get in touch with those guys. Come together. Put your separation aside and find the smallest common denominator altogether. Thank you, brother. Have a great day.
And you, bye.
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 All right, guys. Thank you very much. Please, if anyone else wants to join the conversation and wants to speak on their country's on this country's update, just send me a request. Click on your screen. You need to use a smartphone. It doesn't work with computer, so you need to use a smartphone and put the smartphone horizontally. And I can bring you on the broadcast so you can share your experience. I'm just going to read a few comments, see if there's any question. Just going to read quickly if there's any question. People would like to share something. Meanwhile, if anyone would like to come on board, please request to speak. So what we have now is hell on earth. Yes, we have hell on earth, but it's our responsibility. We can do much better than that. So Bristol, UK watching. Hi, Bristol. The 5G towers, Death Tower. Yes, that's something that we should be able to stop with a referendum initiative by the citizen. Anyway, I'm still waiting for guys to pop up from different countries. I'm waiting for you guys to just send me a request. So what else can we talk about? So I haven't made any live for the last 2 weeks because I was working hard on the background. We have something huge that is coming soon. We are working on creating our own RIC platform. So we are working on creating an alternative Facebook RIC platform from where people will be able to post directly on their own Facebook. So they will be able to post. So imagine a platform that exactly looks like Facebook, except that on that platform, you can, when you press the button share, you not only share on your page and your group and your wall, you will actually be able to share on email, on WhatsApp, on Twitter, on Instagram, by text, by Skype, by Telegram, by everything. And that platform will be owned by us. It will not be controlled by Facebook, by any corporate entities. It will be owned by us. And this is something very, very exciting. Like it's a huge project that is coming on board. And I just wanted to make this announcement today that bear with us. Soon we're going to transcend that censorship aspect, because we're going to be able to immigrate from Facebook control into a space where no one will control us. The information will not be able to be sold. we will actually be sovereign in the way we're going to conserve this information. No one will be able to make money on our behalf. So that's something that is huge, and I can only give you the name so far. It's going to be called the Referendum.com. So Referendum.com will be a combination of sovereignty and referendum merged into one, which the idea is about bringing sovereignty to the people. So the people will not just, because when Facebook asks you to come for free, so it's not going to be free. Like there's going to be a free aspect to it for people who just want to use it. And for the people who would want to have a space when they can bring information with 100% guarantee that the information will be not taken away, there's going to be a small fee. Okay, it's not going to be huge, nothing that will not be affordable, but there's going to be a fee to guarantee that this information will be ours and no one else will get access to that. When we will upload videos and upload pictures, anyone else can get access to that for free. So you can share it for free, you can see it for free. But if you want to upload videos, these videos will be stored on a server. That server costs space, and people will be able to get that for a very tiny fee. Okay, so I just wanted to make this announcement. We worked a lot in the background, and this is going to be massive. We're going to have a RIC Facebook platform for us. Okay, can you imagine what it could be? There will be no censorship, no blockage. It's going to go back to the good old meeting where people can just see whatever. Okay, there's no filtering, there's no blockage, there's no stopping. The people will just get access to the information constantly. So it's going to be huge. Just give me a minute. I have to share something on a different page. If you have any question, please write the question right now, so I can answer anything. I can't tell you too many information about this, but it's going to be big. So there's going to be a marketplace. You're going to be able to sell product directly with no fees. So there's only one membership fee, and when you pay for that, all the rest is free. So you're going to be able to sell globally on that platform. You're going to be able to share videos for free, share audio for free, share everything for free, as long as you pay your small monthly fee. And by doing that, we are gaining back our sovereignty. It's gonna be huge. So just gonna look quickly. Information. Yeah. So it's not gonna be blocked anymore. And the next stage will be to put that platform on a blockchain, which is gonna make it unhackable. Okay. So on the blockchain, we'll make that all the information will be safely protected, unhackable, and yeah, basically for life. So that is something that is going to be huge. Okay, so yeah, I think you all realize the potential. I'm still waiting for you guys to send me requests. If anyone from other countries would like to come online and share information, just send me the request. So something willing to pay for? Yes. I think the fees are going to be $15 a month. Okay, so it's nothing too big. But the good point is that we're currently working on a way that this platform will actually pay people. We're going to put in place a system that people will actually get money, get residual income just by sharing content and spreading information. So we're going to put in place something huge. It's going to be huge. It's going to be enormous. And it's going to help everyone. It's going to help you. It's going to help us. It's going to help the world. And it's all going to be oriented on referendum initiated by the citizen. Because we're going to have polls. We're going to have a place where people will be able to share information about referendum issues and social issues and technological issues in our own way. No one wants to come on board. I'm still waiting. I don't know if it's Facebook that is blocking you guys to come on board, but I'm still waiting for people from other countries to ask me to jump on board. If not, I'm still going to continue asking questions. As many of us don't have the graphic skill. Yes, there's going to be a chart, and I can tell you, so if you are getting paid by that platform to basically share content and just use it exactly the same way you're using Facebook, so it's like being paid to be on social media. Of course, there's going to be a chart of conduct, and the people who's going to go out of that chart of conduct will be banned, and they will lose their income. So there's a real reason why people should actually be honorable and inspired by others, because there's going to be a true interest to be in that platform. Not only because it's a sovereign platform and you're going to be able to operate from those different platforms, but also because if you're losing that platform, you will lose your income and you will lose the way to connect with all your network. So that will actually guarantee that the people will work with integrity. We're not here to provide any censorship. We just want to have a normal usage and being sure that trolls and stuff like that will not be welcome. Okay, you can still have freedom of speech as long as you respect others and you're not like acting like to corrupt the system. We have a forum. Of course, there's going to be forums. You're going to have blogs, forums, polls, and if I can make an even bigger announcement today, guys, there's going to be a RIC TV. We're going to have our RIC TV launched on this platform as well. So it's going to be massive. And right now we are working on raising funds. We don't want to ask any help, guys. We want to set up everything, and you're just starting to use the platform straight away. It's going to be up and running, and people can be able to use it straight away. But the whole idea is we want to have at least 10 languages ready to go. So that platform should be able to carry at least 10 languages, so people can have the proper usage of it. And yeah, it's huge. Yes, Jonathan, I'm in France. Media silence in USA. So this platform will be a way to go beyond the media silence, the Facebook corruption and all that. The live stream, the way we're doing now, will be able to be done on that platform and will be shared automatically on different platforms. So you can actually, you will actually be able to share it on your Facebook, your current Facebook account, but also on your YouTube account and many other accounts. So the information will not be stopped anymore. It will be spreaded straight away. Seeing attachment available and cannot connect with you. Okay, apparently Facebook is blocking people to connect with me. We had Will today. Look, it's better than nothing. Next time we're just going to find another way to bring more people today live. This sounds like good on paper, but you would be public enemy. Yes, yes, yes. Like, as I said in the beginning, if we're afraid of doing something, we're not going to do anything. So if we become public enemy, not a problem. The platform will be decentralized and it will be managed by people. Oh, we have Jonathan. We have Jonathan who wants to join us. I don't know Jonathan, so I'm happy to have you live with us wherever you come from. Everyone has the right to talk. Roman, am I a socialist? I'm a humanist, Paula. I'm not a socialist, I'm a humanist. I'm for human. How's the boxer going? Hello, hello, Jonathan.
Hello, Jonathan.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, and you?
Good, and you?
I'm doing excellent. I'm just following and staying informed and keeping my thumb on the pulse of what's going on.
There's a lot of
parasite noise, bro. And there's the echo. I'm hearing myself. Can you
use some earphones?
Yeah, I could.
So guys, for future reference, can you please use earphones so there's no echo coming back?
Okay. I don't have my earphones on me right now. I have to go grab them.
That's okay. Where are you from?
That's okay. Where are you from? Tell us.
I'm from southern France, King-sur-Mer, Seafort-les-Plages. But I grew up in Southern California.
Okay. What do you want to share with us?
Not much. I just wanted to hop on and see if it was going to block me. I've been blocked enormously from sharing. I guess they think I'm spamming or something like that pertaining to community standards. So I have to use Messenger to get the message across to my group.
Okay, so what which
testimonial can you give to the world?
France? What's your experience
from France? What's your experience so far?
My experience is that this is a real, natural, organic movement that is gaining momentum, and I think that the French people are not as dumbed down as some of the other countries, and they realize the powers that are in place, and they're not going to take it anymore. And they're going to stand up, they're going to get out in the streets, and they're going to get active. I've experienced over the past 2 months a number of different towns, and I've gone in and I've observed, and I've done the manifestations, I've recorded, I've live streamed, and I've noticed that there's a lot of unorganized people coming together. And there's no real leaders, but the leaders do kind of just come about just because people take the initiative to lead. And afterwards, there's a lot of people just following those people that are taking the initiative to give the people some direction on what kind of actions are being taken, what kind of direction they're going to keep everyone on the same page.
Yep.
You know. Yep. And so in each region in France, you have a lot of different interests. So each individual is coming out with their own complaints or their concerns, and they're speaking. What I found, which was really, really interesting, was the conversations that you have during these manifestations with, the old people, the young people, the diverse number of people. And it's a great way for people to get out and express themselves and talk and inform others about what's going on. I've been in Marseille, I've been in Toulon, I've been in King-Samer, I've been in Nice, and I'm not sure where I'm going to be on Saturday.
Look, thank you very much for your testimonials. I think a lot of people. I'm sorry, I have to cut you because the echo is really unpleasant. Thank you very much for your talk. Have a good day.
Ciao.
Cool. Yeah, thank you. Well, so please, guys, when you come on board, please get your earphones because the echo is really unpleasant. Yeah, great testimonials. People get out, connect, young, old generation, no matter where you come from, no matter what you think, and we just remember what it is to be human, what it is to just come and connect and just simply exchange without having to judge, without having to hate speech and stuff like that. Because this is only happening in our brain, in our mind. Like when we watch something on TV, they force us to hate others. But when we're facing each other, we just recognize each other as human beings. And this is the beauty with the Yellow Vest movement. It's not about what separates us, it's about what connects us. And the whole idea is that we have much more that connects us than what actually is separating us. Oh, here we go. We have a gentleman from Australia. Michael is with us. So we had so far Canada, we had an American man living in France, and now we're just having the Australian, one of the Australian spokesperson in person who's going to give us an update about what's happening in Australia. Welcome, Michael.
Hey, how are you?
I'm not too bad. So we just have 10 minutes. Can you give us some update about what's happening in Australia? How many people are currently in the Yellow Vest according to you? And what difficulty did you come through with connecting everyone?
Well, we didn't really have that many difficulties because we have a chap here called Philip J. Watt who has been working very hard to unite all the groups. And Phil and I worked on a list of ideas that we want to promote with CIR at the top, of course. And we've come up with a flyer that is going to be distributed around Australia at the meetings on this Saturday. Overall, it's gone very smoothly. I mean, I've been involved in other groups before the Reclaim Australia rallies, and they were just a disaster. But seeing this one go, it's very, very good. And we seem to be getting very organised very quickly.
Beautiful.
I don't know how many people are going to come along.
So just to summarize a little bit for everyone. So in many countries, a lot of people go through the same issues. So when they're starting to organize themselves, because the Yellow Vest is just a spontaneous insurrection movement. So there's no leaders, there's no guideline. And this is amazing because that's what blocks the government. The government is expecting us somewhere and bam, we're just going somewhere else. Every time they're trying to stop us, like for example, the last idea, which I know it sounds a little bit crazy, that I just heard from yesterday, bear with me, is that now what we're going to bring to the protest is we're going to bring the community from the sadomasochism. So they're going to face the cops. So if the cops wants to beating them up, they're going to be like, yes, please, beating us. Like, this is the type of idea which sounds completely insane. But in the meantime, when you're facing insanity, you have to go beyond that insanity. And even if I'm not supporting this idea, I'm like, guys, if you want to do that, go on it. It's going to be like in terms of images. Imagine people sadomasochism facing cops with the matrak and saying like, oh, please beat me up. I love that. And it's just going to create like that sense of how ridiculous this is becoming when cops are standing ready to beat up their citizen. We're just going to show them how insanity is going to, like when we're going to put face-to-face insanity with insanity and saying, guys, do you see the level of craziness you push us to do to put you in front of your of the insanity that you're propagating? So when the movement is spreading in Canada, in America, in Australia, in UK, in Ireland, I heard a lot of people get back to me saying, oh, we've been hijacked, blah, 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 we've been hijacked, blah, blah, blah. I say, guys, it doesn't matter. What matters is that people are connecting. Can you tell us how did you connect people in Canada, in Australia, sorry?
Mainly through Facebook, but today I spent probably most of the morning and half the afternoon being interviewed by the media, who all of a sudden seemed to jump on it. I was on the Channel 9 news tonight, apparently. I missed it. We've got the newspapers. SBS interviewed me for about 30 minutes today. So I've also just picked up all the flyers which we're going to be distributing on Saturday. So I've got the flyers and I've got the My Will letters. Now let me just explain what the My Will letter is about, because what we're doing here with the Yellow Vests movement is very good. We're making sure that the government knows that we're not happy with them, that we want changes, that we want CIR. But how are we going to do it? Well, here in Australia, we've come up with an idea. We have a thing called the My Will letter, which under common law, British common law, we can send to our representatives in Parliament and tell them what we want them to do. This is my will for you to perform your duty. So we've taken this a little bit further. We've got a letter which we're getting people to sign, and we actually need millions of people to sign it if we can, because the more people who are behind it, the more power it gives the 15 Commonwealth Commonwealth public officers to convene a grand jury. Now, it's never been done in Australia before, but we have the right and the power to convene a grand jury as long as enough people are behind us. Now, that grand jury will then investigate and prosecute the political crimes and treason. And they have been committing treason here in Australia. We've got it all documented. We've got a big book that explains all the laws and constitutional laws and everything else that they've broken. So we know exactly what these people are all about, these political party criminals. So this My Will letter is the next stage in bringing down the political party governments and giving us the power then to convene a real parliament of the people, representatives of the people. Now, Roman, I've been doing this for probably about 8 or 9 years so far, and this is the first time that I've got a very, very positive feeling that we're going to be successful. And I think the Yellow Vest movement around the world, we're all pushing for the same thing. It's going to be magnificent when we finally get our parliament, our government back in the hands of the people, where it should be.
So the point of having this meeting tonight is to actually, we're all controlled by the same people. Okay, we all are. This globalism is very powerful, but it also have the same weakness. So if a weakness is happening in Australia, we can actually use the same weakness in France. We can use the same weakness in UK. We can use the same weakness in America and Canada. And the whole idea is to bring all those people together to be like, okay, we done that there and it worked. Do it this way, and you can collaborate. So guys, when you are a part of a Facebook group and you want to link with let's say you live in Canada or you live in France and you want to connect with the French Yellow Vest movement, if you speak English, please connect with other groups. Please connect with other groups. So the other groups, because every group will bring you new ideas. Like this idea from Australia can be implemented in Canada as well. So yeah, can you please give us a little bit of how people can know about your work as a person and the Facebook group that you're representing tonight?
Okay, well, we've got 3 websites. My group, which I founded about 18 months ago, is a follow-on from a group I used to run before called Restore Australia. I had to change the name because there was another group here called Reclaim Australia, and people were getting confused. So we changed our name to Advance Australia. Our website is advance-australia.com.au. I'll put the links on here later on. The website that explains all their crimes and exposes them is called cirnow.com.au. And the My Will Letter website is mywillaustralia.com. So all of those are designed to do specific jobs.
And what about the Facebook?
We've got, I don't know how many.
What about the Facebook name?
Facebook, we have Yellow Vest Australia and worldwide, but that's also part of the Australian Yellow Vest movement. So we've got several pages over here. All the admins have joined together and agreed to our set of principles. So it's really momentous. I've never seen protests get so organised so quickly, and that's a wonderful thing.
The energy is there. There's a global momentum, and we can see that happening in many aspects of our life. So there's something huge happening. I felt that from day one. I felt that I never protested in my whole life. Never, ever. I never voted for anyone. I never participated into any protest in my whole life. But suddenly I felt that there was something different in that movement. It wasn't organized. It wasn't, there was no leaders. It didn't feel predicated or controlled. And I was like, I'm happy to put my energy in that space. And now it's 2 months after, and I still can't believe what has been achieved so far. How many people do you reckon are already a part of this alliance, this Australian alliance in Australia?
Oh, it's very hard to quantify at this stage because each page, I don't know how, well, let's put it this way. My page, which I set up about less than 2 weeks ago, I checked on Friday and we had over 1,000 people signed up already. So it's growing very, very fast. And I'm on the Sunshine Coast, which is about 100 kilometres north of Brisbane. And I think we're going to get at least 1,000 people turn up on Saturday. So Brisbane is going to be much bigger. Melbourne and Sydney are going to be huge. And I know that Antifa, for instance, there's been a lot of chatter on their pages. We've been watching them. And they're confused. They're running around trying to figure out what to do. They're squabbling amongst themselves. And if you don't know who Antifa are, they're the socialists, basically a bunch of thugs. But as I said to them today, I actually went on to one of their pages and left them a message saying, you're Australians, we're Australians, and this is our set of principles. If you read those and you don't disagree, well, come and join us because we want citizens-initiated referendums and you want to make changes. If you want to make changes, citizens-initiated referendums will work for you too. So come and help us. Let's get back our government. And then you can have a say in government just as every other Australian can. That's called democracy.
Do you hear, guys? Do you hear, guys? Like, it's not about everyone agree with everything. It's about do you agree that you don't disagree with us? If you don't disagree with us, then just come and join us. It's not about agreeing about everything. It's about bringing back the power to the people so we all can change the world all together. Okay, so don't be afraid if people are not entirely on page. If they don't understand the risk straight away, that's fine. Okay, like it's a process. It's a maturity process. And we all have been immature one day in our whole existence. So if people are immature today, that's fine. Just hold their hands, be patient, and just guide them slowly through the process of awakening to their own power. Okay? I'm sure this is what you have done, and Philip, you and Philip have done, no?
Yes. And actually, it's not just me and Philip. There's a whole bunch of us down here. As I said, you know, we're all working together. We're talking to each other on the phone constantly. We're meeting up wherever we can. I've got quite a few people here on the Sunshine Coast who are big supporters. Well, you already know Ivan, who is an amazing man. And I've already had a couple of meetings with him. And tomorrow I'll be asking him to come onto my podcast, do an interview with me. And I already did an interview with you and also with Phil. And those two interviews are just going great guns. And our other friend, Amy Rose, who runs Crypto Blackboard, she also interviewed you, Roman. And just after that, she interviewed me. So the two podcasts will be broadcast on Saturday.
Cool.
And yeah, I think we're really starting to get the word out there. My podcast is called OzChat, and you can find it on AustralianPatriotRadio.com. That's all one word. And my podcast is called OzChat, and I work with Harry Palmer. We have around about 9,000 listeners per week, and we have about 80,000 members who have signed up to the website. So we get a very wide coverage.
Cool. Guys, can you please put a heart for Michael Holtz, who were with us? That's going to be your way to see that you appreciate his participation. So you can find him on Australian Yellow Vests. Is that right? Australian Yellow Vests Rick Worldwide. I'm confused with all the different names. Sorry.
Yellow Vests Australia and Worldwide.
Okay, Yellow Vests Australia and Worldwide.
Page. And of course, you can find me, Michael Thomas Holt. That's my personal account. Come and say hello, friend me. Oh, yep. Look at all those hearts.
All those hearts. Look at that. Michael has worked on the CIR, the Citizen Initiative Referendum, for the last 10 years, and he's promoting it for the last 10 years. So this is something big for all of us. We all have worked on that. We all have hope that this will come one day, and it is happening. So please share this video, share this live right now, so we have the maximum people being on board and joining that movement. Thank you so much, brother. I'm going to leave you go because I think it's pretty late right now. Thank you very much.
It is.
And let's keep updated.
Eyes are drooping.
Thank you very much. Have a good night. Take care, brother.
Thank you.
Speak to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Woo. It's getting a bit emotional, like to see all these people from all across the world coming together and showing that this is happening. Okay, it's huge. If anyone else wants to join, just send me a request on the broadcast. Ask to join the broadcast, and I'm gonna see if I can bring Ans from I think it's Norway. And if anyone else can join me, just ask me. And yeah, this movement is to become international. We need to have everyone on the page. Let me see who else can come. Let's see, Sharon from Finland. Let's see if she can join us. So you have to accept, if I'm sending a request, you have to accept, and you have to put your phone horizontally to come and bring your testimonial. Okay, so I'm trying with someone else. So Michael Thomas Holtz, crnow.com.au. You have the link on the comment. If anyone else has any question, you can ask the question straight away, and I can try to read a little bit while other people are coming. So Finland is with us. Okay, I would have loved to have Finland with us on that thing because they're doing an amazing job. Like Finland is starting to create a protest in their own embassy, to their own embassy, the French embassy in Finland, to protest for French human rights. This is huge. This is a huge idea. Like, guys, if you guys can organize the same thing in your country, like bring people in your embassy, bring yellow vest and saying like, please stop beating up your own citizens. This is unacceptable. This is disgusting what's going on in France. I'm going to try someone else. If anyone else can join us, you just have to accept and put your phone horizontally and you will be live with me. Please use your earphones if you have some. Love this movement. About time to spend. Will Lehman from Canada. Yes. Shared England. Liverpool is watching. Anyone else from Ireland? I would love to have someone from Ireland, from Portugal. I know Ireland is doing a great job. I would love the Irish people to come and join us. The UK people, if anyone from UK wants to come and join us. I know a lot of things are happening in UK as well. Portugal, Italy, whoever wants to come and share their experience on the ground are welcome to come and join us. All right, I'm trying again. Look, if there's no one else, I think we're going to stop that live for today. I don't want it to be too long. It's already an hour, so We have enough people. We had Australia, we had America, we had France, and we had Canada. So what about Iceland? Yeah, I would love to have Iceland people with us if they can come and share some information. I haven't heard anything from Iceland. No one contacted me personally. So if you know some people from Iceland, please share that information over there. And yeah. Oh, hello from Iceland. No, no, that's Michael. Okay, we have Chuck Finlay. Let's see if Chuck Finlay can join us. Let's see what. Yeah, thanks from UK. Macron. Hi from France. So Wales, we don't know what's happening with Wales. I'm trying to bring some people, but Facebook is blocking that. Next time we're going to use another way. Hello from Norway. If anyone from Norway wants to come and share their message, Belgium, I would love to see like everyone sharing their message from all over the world. Puerto Rico. What's going on in Puerto Rico? I would love to see if there's any Yellow Vest movement. I saw something in a reunion in some island, but I would love to see Puerto Rico and Mexico. Like instead of focusing on the wall of Trump and blah blah blah, focus on the solution. Referendum initiated by the citizen. California. Yeah, Facebook is blocking people, so every time I try to add people, it doesn't work. So I think next time we're going to use a different platform. We're still going to broadcast here on Facebook, but we're going to have another platform so we can invite more people. It's going to be more fluent next time. All right, guys, thank you very much for being here with us today. Please share that video as much as you can, so there's going to be momentum. And bear with me if you guys can support, if you guys want to support, join the, I forgot even my own name, RIC movement, referendum initiated by the citizen, Roman Light. Share that group so that this is the hub, this is where everything is happening. And from there, we're going to spread the message from all across the world. And soon we're going to have our own platform. So yeah, exciting news are moving forwards. Yeah. Love you guys, and this is amazing. This is happening. Comment, share, and also send me messages. Send messages on the referendum initiated by the citizen, because by doing that, I will be able to keep a trace of you. If Facebook is shutting down the page, I would still be able to send you a message to tell you where to go on the different page, and you can get access to the YouTube channel. You can connect to the YouTube channel. So if anything is going on, we can still be connected until we have our own platform. When the new platform will be available, that's it. It's going to reach a whole different level. So please watch again this video, share that video with all the groups that you can, and just support us the way you can. You're amazing, guys. We love you. Have an awesome day and keep the fight. Speak to you soon. Every week we're going to do that meeting. So every week we're going to bring more and more and more people from all over the world. They can't stop us. They just cannot stop us. Love you guys. See you soon.